Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Tommy Maroon Sports Show, episode number 235 right here on WCTV, where we like to have a lot of fun. We like to talk about a lot of sports because why not? Why not? It's always fun here. And you know what's also been a lot of fun lately? Cleveland Cavaliers basketball. Yes, sir. Donovan Mitchell has been leading the charge single-handedly, seemingly. I mean, the team's averaging 95.8 points per game in the playoffs, shooting 43.6% from field goal land, 28.3% from three-point land, and 76.1% for free throws. So let's look. 95.8 times 8. They are scoring 95.8 times 8 games, because that's what they played. They're averaging 766.4 points, which doesn't make any sense, but oh well. Anyways, rebounds per game, 40.8. Assists per game, 20.4. Steals per game, 7.4. And blocks per game, 5.6. Cavs against the Magic. Oh boy, what a series that was. Cavs ultimately won it in 7 games, but Game 6 was, of course, not the game sealer or series sealer, as the Cavs dropped that one by 7, where Donovan Mitchell hung 50 on Orlando. My goodness, 50 points. And Darius Garland had 21 points, but still 50 points, 50 divided by 96. That's 52% of your points. Oh, ye gods, that's nuts. 52% of your team's points. Dear heavens. Paul Banchero had 27 points and 8 rebounds. And Franz Wagner, 26 points, and neither team was up by double digits in the game. Already mentioned that Mr. Mitchell had 52% of the Cavs' points in Game 6. But Cleveland did have 6 more blocks than the Magic. I mean, it wasn't part of a win, but oh well. And then Game 7, the Cavs, this game right here, they somehow win it, coming back against all odds, all adversity. You saw that a minute ago, no Jarrett Allen. Well, for that game, no Jarrett Allen for Game 1 against Boston. I don't know if he's playing Game 2 or whatnot. Let me check in a minute. But yeah, Cavs win 106-94. Donovan Mitchell had himself another great game. He had 39 total points, 15 free throws. Evan Mobley, 11 points, 16 rebounds, and Karis LeVert, 15. Paul Banchero, 38 points, 16 rebounds. Wendell Carter Jr., 13. Cavs were trailing by 18 at one point. I repeat, down by 18. And then they came back to win it. How great was that, folks? First playoff win for the Cavs in a series without this cool guy named LeBron in over 30 years. Goes to show you how much of a system he was himself. Jarrett Allen, by the way, game time decision. We know that Dean Wade, Craig Porter Jr., Ty Jerome will not be playing for the Cavs, and Kristaps Porzingis is out for Boston. But looking at the Cavs against the Celtics, Game 1 could not have gone any worse. 120-95, where Donovan Mitchell scored 33, Evan Mobley 17 and 13 rebounds. Jaylen Brown for the Celtics, 32 points, and Derek White, 25 points, 7 threes. Cavs were barely winning during the game, and when they were winning, it was midway through the first quarter. Boston got off to a rocket-fast start. They let up a little bit midway through the first and then caught on fire at the end of the first quarter and made that thing look unbelievably out of hand. I mean, it doesn't help when your team gets out-rebounded by 17. Yeah, 17 more rebounds for Boston. Game 2 is tonight. I was talking with John here at WCTV. He said the Cavs are 13.5-point underdogs. Yikes. Oh, my goodness. And looking at what they have for projected starters for Cleveland, it's going to be Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Max Strus, Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley. For Boston, it'll be Al Horford, Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Derek White. I tell you, those Celtics teams are locked and loaded, aren't they, folks? This is the same Boston team that dropped just 4 home games this season. I repeat, 4 home games in the regular season. They lost 1 in the playoffs so far. It was in Game 2 to the Miami Heat. They bounced back immediately, but still 5 home losses altogether throughout that of the season so far. Boston is hungry for number 18, as you can tell, and it might happen. They might hang number 18 and break the tie over the Lakers, who, of course, tied it 4 years ago. How has it been 4 years ago since the COVID bubble? I don't know. What I do know is that the Guardians are doing pretty dandy, aren't they? Led by a man like Logan Allen right there, folks. 39.1 innings pitched, 33 strikeouts, and 296 opponent average. Josh Naylor, 270 average, 9 home runs, 28 runs batted in. Jose Ramirez, 7 home runs, 30 RBIs, and 5 swipes. And Stephen Kwan, before he found himself on an IL stint, 353 average, 3 home runs, and 11 walks and 11 strikeouts. And then you have Tanner Bybee with 2 wins, 44 Ks, and a 136 whip. And then Tristan McKenzie, Mr. McKenzie, 397 ERA, 30 Ks, and 21 walks. And then we got to look at the series recaps. Yes, sir. Cleveland Guardians against the Los Angeles Angels. Hey, there's Tanner Bybee right there. We were talking about him a minute ago. He's good what he does. He got no decision in this game. But anyways, what was my train of thought? Guardians won 2-1 over Los Angeles, where Mickey Moniak hit a 3-run shot in Game 1. And Jose Soriano for the Angels as well. 6 shutout innings in Game 1. Austin Hedges, 2-run long ball in Game 2. And Bo Naylor. That's right, Josh's brother, Bo Naylor. I believe Bo is the younger brother. But Bo hit a grand slam in Game 2. And Jose Ramirez and Josh Naylor had 2-run home runs each in Game 3. While Carlos Carrasco, remember that name? He had 6 innings in Game 3 for the good old Guardians. And then this series right here, the Guardians against the Tigers. A 2-1 series win once again for Cleveland, which is always grand to see. Yes, sir. Ramirez homered in Game 1, and Nick Sandlin got the win in Game 1 for Cleveland. And Jose Ramirez for the 3rd consecutive game home run. Or no, not home run, but 3rd consecutive game in RBI. 2-run single in Game 2. And then, what do you call it? Josh Naylor had a 2-run home run in Game 2. You'd expect with 7 runs scored, the Guardians will have won that game. But no, they did not. They ultimately lost 11-7 to Detroit. So there is that. Brian Rocchio in this game right here walked it off in Game 3, which was always great to see. The Tigers had 5 infielders. 1 at third, short, second, first, 1 playing up the middle. And what did Rocchio do? He just hit it over everybody's head right in no man's land in center field. They were counting on a ground ball, Detroit. Detroit didn't count perfectly. And guess what? Guess who ain't complaining? The Cleveland Guardians ain't complaining. And Kyle Manzardo hit his first career hit in his history. A bloop single out to left field. He was going to think about making it 2, but he ultimately chose not to. But still absolutely great to see nonetheless. And David Fry tied this game right here with a solo jack in the bottom of the 9th inning. Absolutely glorious once again as well. And where do the Guardians stand in the standings? First place, of course. 24-13. The Twins 2.5 out. The Royals 2.5 out. The Royals aren't doing that shabby to my surprise. I didn't think they'd be doing this well, but do well they have. And then Detroit 5 games down. Then the White Sox, or as I like to call them, the White Sox. 9-28. 243 winning percentage. That is the worst. No, it's not the worst anymore. The Colorado Rockies have the worst now. 8-28. The White Sox have won 4 out of their last 10, and considering where they were a while ago, that is not shabby. Considering the fact that they were 5-22 at one point. My God, 5-22. They have a negative run differential of 89. Which, does that lead the majors? Yes, it does. That's just embarrassing, folks. But yeah, guess who gets to play the White Sox over the weekend? the Cleveland Guardians in a 4-game set in Chicago. As long as if they can win 3 of those games, that would be nice. If they win 4, that'd be super nice. Oh my goodness, that's still unbelievably rough to be a White Sox fan. And then after that, it will be the reigning champion Texas Rangers in Arlington. And that's what it's going to look like for the Cleveland Guardians and the upcoming week. That's what. I apologize. I won't apologize for the OHSAA action because softball postseason's underway, baseball postseason's underway. Oh, mama, it's a lot of fun, isn't it, folks? The Hornets beat the lights out of Garfield Heights. Yes, sir. That was yesterday in the game of high school softball, I beg your pardon. High school softball, Northeast District 4. It was 20-0 according to the, state website. We will be playing Amherst Steel Monday at 2 p.m. at Berea, where Berea Mid-Park plays, right next door to the oldest and greatest university in America. Now, Amherst Steel also had an easy win. They cruised out to a very comfy 15-0 victory over Cleveland Rhodes, but still, winner of that game will get Brunswick Avon on the 15th at 5 p.m., which is a Wednesday. Honestly, kind of surprised they aren't doing it on Friday, but oh well. Oh well, the 15th is indeed the district finals. After that, if the Hornets are able to make it that far and win districts for the first time in school history, we will go to the Inzer Belt known as Youngstown. Don't know when that is going to be, but that's where we're going to be, though. We're not going out towards Toledo for once, but it's still a hike for us out in Youngstown. It's about an hour east of here. Usually I'm used to going west. Anyways, trying to look at the statewide tournament brackets in baseball. We are in Toledo for this. And looking at it, where are we standing? We are in Northeast 6 Highland Hornets. Yes, sir, for baseball. It will be at, let's see here, I believe Strongsville. And that's because it would be Strongsville. We're playing Garfield Heights as well. Garfield Heights will be on the 14th, 5 p.m. at our house. Then the 16th, we go to Brecksville, try to get revenge for that basketball season, boys basketball season, where there was a terrible call against Maddox. I know Max isn't on the baseball team, but still, we got vengeance in our mind. We got a lot of basketball players on the baseball team, so they know about Brecksville. They know about that game. They're still frustrated about it, and what better way than to get revenge on them by playing on the old baseball diamond. Winner of that game likely plays Strongsville at Strongsville. Yikes. May 21st at 4:30. And the winner of that will take on either Brunswick or St. Ed's more than likely. West Firestone or Maple Heights or John Adams can make a crazy run to the championship. Well, looking at it, Highland is the 5th best team in the district. And there are 6 teams worse than us in the district. So, yeah, it can happen. It can happen. I can see us beating Brecksville. It's a toss-up, that's for sure. And keep in mind, last year we lost to St. Ignatius 3-0 in baseball at their place. So, never know what can happen. All 3 of those runs came in the first inning. And we got Ohio Bobcat commit pitching. Our catcher in Ashland, Eagle commit. So there is that. Hopefully it will be a run that we will remember just like 2018 was, where we made the Final Four. Yes, sir. 8th grade me remembers that. Oh, man, that was so much fun. And Coach Grissom definitely would love to do it again. Coach Brent would love to take us to the regionals for the first time in program history for softball as well. Will it happen? I hope so. I'm praying to the good Lord it happens. But until then, it's hopefully going to be something good for the, not just Cavaliers and Guardians, but also the Highland Hornets. And you can catch it on WHBW, your one stop for all things Highland and Baldwin Wallace. We are at, let's see, I need to check my YouTube channel for a second. 561 subscribers, which is not that big, but oh well. And I guess we're done for the day. Till next time, I'm Tommy Maroon, thanking you for watching. I will see you around.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.